Now I'm going to be open and honest and I'm going to say we really could get the classic Artem MMA start of an 0-2 start, because this Daniel Marcos versus Saimon Oliveira fight and the one after it, Luan Lasota versus Cody Stamann, are tough fights to predict. I feel like anyone could admit that. I feel like everyone kind of like me that's making videos on this is probably going to struggle to find the good pick on that, but I am going with Daniel Marcos. Why did I say his name like that? Daniel Marcos. And in this matchup here, I do trust him to be able to get the win. I know he's training with Charles Rosa in the USA and has done for about the last year or so prior to his Dana White's Contender Series fight, which I picked him to lose because he hadn't fought for 3 years and he just wasn't looking all that impressive to me on the regional scene. But he showed pretty good takedown defense, not incredible takedown defense against Brandon Lewis, but pretty good takedown defense. And he showed pretty good striking, and the fact that I think I can be confident enough in Daniel Marcos to beat Saimon Oliveira when the fight is on the feet. Saimon Oliveira, he is a Muay Thai striker, but I kind of recognize him as like a jiu-jitsu grappler sort of guy. He wants to get to the fight to the ground, and he's got very, very good submissions, especially front chokes. He's got front chokes, he's got guillotines, he's got just very good chokes in general. Most of his wins have really come by some sort of choke, or at least most of his wins recently have come by some sort of guillotine or front choke. So Daniel Marcos has got to watch out for that. I don't expect Daniel Marcos to be shooting for any takedowns, but if he does, they cannot be sloppy, because Saimon Oliveira's guillotine is pretty lethal and he can let shit up probably against anyone that shoots a sloppy takedown on him. But I do like Daniel Marcos in the fight here, slight reach advantage. I think he's the slightly better striker, and I think he's going to keep the fight on the feet and win a decision and what could be a very exciting fight. But I do think that Marcos is just a slightly better striker in the matchup. Oliveira's got more ways to win. He's a good striker himself, but for the most part I do see him as the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy who's going to have a big advantage on the ground. But I do trust Daniel Marcos to keep the fight on the feet and win it that way.